Hi guys, Ivan and Susan here again from Bloggers on the Loose. Today we're in a suburb called Bassendean, and Bassendean is about 11 kilometres from the Perth CBD, built over an area of about 7.3 kilometres, and there's about 10,400 people in the area. And we're standing right in front of the Bassendean shopping centre over here, and the train actually runs right through the shopping centre there. He's stopped in there. So, no, just joking, guys. That's just a dome cafe up there with a feature train going through there. Looks pretty cool. And there's a Coles supermarket in there and a few other specialty stores. You've got the Bassendean Recreation Reserve across there. That's actually just called Steel Blue Oval today, or the Bassendean Oval, whatever it used to be called years ago. They play Aussie rules football over there. So in saying that, we'll take a little walk around the suburb and show you guys around. Nice little roundabout here. Looks pretty cool. Nice garden in the middle. Lively area here today, guys. It's quite busy. Maybe because it's close to Christmas. Nice tree-lined street here. That looks quite good. There's an interesting house across the road there on the corner. That top part's been built on there over the years. It used to be a single story. Now it's an old area, guys. You can see all the above ground power lines here. So just a little bit of history on the area, guys. In 1829, the land along the Swan River was allotted to British settlers as they arrived in the newly created Swan River colony. So they were just allotted this land out here, which is interesting. And then a guy called James Henty and his brothers were granted 2,000 acres upon which they grazed their livestock and built a mud brick homestead. They called their property Stoke Farm, sorry. So that was interesting. And look at this house here, guys. This is an interesting looking house. It's got, oh, look at the back there. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but there's a lot of old cars in the back there. A lot of old cars. They'd be worth some money. And there's a barbecue here in front. It's got all sorts of things going on here. Here's your dog can have a drink over there, or your cat. Fresh water. People have thrown some coins in there also, so donating to the cause. And look at that house across there, guys. All the tinsel on the hedge, getting into the spirit of Christmas. A couple of reindeer on the front lawn there, having a feed. So as you can see, guys, it's reasonably old houses down here. Tree-lined streets, all these mature trees, they look quite nice. So in 18 I was on this on the history of Bassendean here. In 1832, the Henty brothers sold their farm to a guy called Peter Braun, who renamed the area Bassendean. Susan's just got the camera on something there. I can't see it, it's a bit faded, so I'm not even going to bother reading it out. Okay guys, Susan's just read it out. It's actually an English oak. It's a significant registered tree. I like oak trees, so that looks quite nice. There's a few of them along here. The next one and the next 4 of them are like that. They're all, they look pretty good. Quite like them. So there you go, some history that I'm reading out to you, and some history on the ground here in Bayswater. In Bassendean, in Perth, Western Australia. With a chuckle from my camera lady. She thought I thought we're in Bayswater, but we're not, guys. We are in Bassendean. So we'll turn down. There's the postman over there, delivering all your letters, all your mail. Now guys, Bassendean is also home to the West Australian Rail Transport Museum, which I think we're going to have a look at later, and we'll film that if we can get in there. If it's open today, we'll have a look. And this museum opened in 1974, so we'll head out there and check that out. So what do you guys think of Bassendean so far? It seems like quite a quiet suburb here in the actual residential part, which is quite good. A lot of nice mature trees around the place, like you saw those oak trees. They look really good. Now guys, there's 3 primary schools in this area, with more schools in the surrounding suburbs. And there's also a heritage listed building over here, guys, in Bassendean, called the Masonic Lodge. So that's a heritage listed building. It looked pretty good on on the computer when I had a look at it. So we might even head out there and check it out depending how time goes. So there's also a train in this area, guys. The Bassendean train station is the closest. Look at this house here, and look at that palm tree. That's a beauty. That had taken 50 years probably to grow that big, because those date palms take a long time to grow. Look at this house. It's one of the old original weatherboard homes. I'll go back a bit. This house here looks reasonably modern. So this one here, it's a wide block, guys. Check this out. It's got 3 garages on there. They're all single garages, so 2.5 garages. We've got a double door there. And across the road there, that's another old house there, with a white picket fence around it. Well, half a white picket fence, the other half looks like it's all faded. And here's another old house. This house looks nice, guys. Really old. A lot of history in this area. But look across the road there. All modern apartments. Those ones look fairly newish across the road there. And I don't know if you guys can hear that aeroplane. Not sure if the microphone's picking that up, but the airport's not too far from here. Here's another old weatherboard house here. It looks like they're doing some renovations on it. There's a bit of renovations going on there. They're replacing the boards in front, because a lot of those boards have been, I think, rotted away in that. So, yeah, these apartments look alright. I think there's businesses down below and residential apartments up above. And there's another building across the road there. I'm not sure what that is. It's probably just businesses. Might be apartments on top. Here's a nice house here, guys. That's got the those what do they call those windows? The LED light windows. They got them in it. I don't know if they were original. The LED light windows in there, they look good. Yeah, I think they might be original because the house looks new, but it looks like the window frames and glass in the front only has been salvaged, because the back windows and the side windows are all aluminium, but the front ones are all timber with that LED light windows. That looks good. Here's an old house here, guys. This one's actually for sale. Fig Tara Cottage. I think that's what it says. Fig Jam Cottage. So this is just another little side street through here in Bassendean. That's another old house there. And then you've got a sort of a reasonably modern sort of house over here. And there's a park across the road there. That park looks very neat, very neatly mowed. The lawns exceptionally mowed. A bit brown, but it is summer, but kept very well. There's another plane going overhead, guys, because the airport is quite close to here. There's a big house going up over there. So there's, haven't seen much construction, but there's one over there. That's a huge double-storey place, by the looks of it. There's a few double-storey houses here. There's a couple on this side here also. But there's quite a decent sized house here across the road. It's two houses actually. It's must be, or three of them. Heart attack time here in Perth. It's getting hot. So this here could be one house. Yeah, it's one house by the looks of it. They've retained this huge tree over here, guys, this paperbark tree. Yeah, there's a paperbark tree. That there's, the bark's like paper. Just peels off. Very soft, like paper. That's why they call it a paperbark. It's a beauty. They've kept it nearly in front of the garage, but not. And here's a block over here. That's under offer now, so that would have been sold for quite a bit. Another old house there on the corner, two different colour bricks. Now this here is that mosaic house, I think. I think it is. No, it's not. Look at that old house, guys. That's quite a nice looking cottage, as they call it. They'll call that a cottage. So false alarm, guys, that wasn't mosaic house there. That's the next street up. This one's under offer, by the way. Okay, so we're still going to try this, find this Masonic house. I think it's the next street down, guys, but we're walking along a nice tree-lined street over here with old houses and that, so you guys can have a look at all these houses. Look at the one on the left here. That's quite a nice house with the dormer windows on top. I think that's what they call dormer windows. Going back a bit to my old days, I think it's a dormer window they used to call them. So this is the back of a building. I think this might be it. This looks sort of like this Masonic house. It's got that brickwork. We could finally be here, guys. There's a nice BMW park there. This is it. This house here is, or this building here, is heritage listed. And they use that for meetings and get-togethers and all sorts of stuff. You can hire it out. So quite a interesting bit of architecture there. You can see the eaves over there. It's all open. That's how they used to have them in the early days over there. Good spot for rats and vermin and stuff to get into. So guys, we'll walk a little bit up this street here, and then we'll what I'll do now is I'll tell you what the cheapest house in this area is that we found. And the cheapest house we found was at 46 Watson Street. It's only a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 2-car garage, and it's on a 564 square metre block, guys. And they're asking $639,000 for it. That's Australian dollars. And the most expensive house we saw was from 1.8 million, and that's at 27 North Road. And it's a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 3-car garage. But guys, listen to this. They want they're asking 1.8 million for it, but it's on a hell of a big block. So if you guys are interested in huge blocks to subdivide and that, this block's 3,324 square metres. So it's one hell of a block. And across there is one hell of a house. It's quite old, but it's also on a huge block. Not as big as the one I just mentioned. But yeah, it's you could do a few things with that house if you had the money and do it up. Anyway, we might try and find this railway museum. So we'll see you there shortly at the Railway Museum. Some few nice houses here actually. We'll keep walking along here then. Check out these houses. There's a nice one there with the veranda going around. And across the road there's an old church. So guys, this here is the Railway Museum in Bassendean, and we don't know if it costs anything to get in. We're not going to bother going in because we just want to zip around it quickly.
$10 each.
So it costs $10 each. So we're not gonna go in there. We'll film around the outside, guys. So there's quite a few. $10 each, and we just want to zip around for a couple of minutes just to show you guys what was in there, because we haven't eaten lunch yet, and we're starved. It's quite late in the afternoon. So there's a few of the old trains there. This one here, it says to be used between Cottesloe and Leighton yards only. So years ago out at Leighton there used to be a lot of industry. So that was obviously used there. Leighton and Cottesloe, both suburbs of Perth, by the way. We've done a video on Cottesloe. It's one of the most expensive suburbs in Perth. So guys, on saying that over here, we'll give you the median price in Bassendean on a house, and the median price for a house in Bassendean is 636,000 Australian dollars, and the median unit price over here is 400,000 Australian dollars, and the median land price is 373,750 Australian dollars. So in saying that, guys, we might as well just wrap it up over here, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching our videos, and hopefully you enjoyed this one, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And we're going to have some lunch now because we're starved. It's late in the afternoon, so we'll see you in the next one.